Hey guys, okay, welcome to another episode of In My Opinion, and this week we're going to be discussing the Microsoft Zune. Now for those that don't know, the Microsoft Zune is a PMP, a personal media player. It holds your music files, it holds your video files, and it holds your photos. It also has a radio function and it has wireless functions. Microsoft Zune was released in November 2006 in America and Canada. It's never been released outside of those two places, unfortunately. Now it has a 3-inch screen and it has a lock on the top there, which is just your usual lock thing. It's just lock feature just to stop you bumping the system and jumping tracks when you're on the move. Okay, let's take that off. Now there you go, it's the main screen. You see the dial function here, which is basically not a dial like an iPod. It's just buttons. You just click up, down, left, right, see which way it was, and press the centre button to click different items. Very simple idea, very easy to use. Then you have your menu system, and you've got music, videos, pictures, social, radio. There's a games function, but we can't use because I'm in the UK and I can't access the Zune store, which is just like your iTunes store. So I've not got access to the games. And then you have your settings, which is obvious. Right, okay, first things first, I'll show you what the music sounds like. Now the stereo system I've got behind me isn't the best, it's just a cheap one. So you won't get the full force of how good this system actually is until you use some proper headphones. My Sennheiser headphones are absolutely awesome with it. But it's still pretty damn good, so I'll just play some generic game music because obviously I can't play proper songs because of copyright. I'll just plug myself in. Just bear with me 1 second. Don't you love it when you can't find it? I found the song I wanted before. Oh, great. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. And here we go. As you can hear, the sound quality is really good. Holds the bass well. It's nice and smooth. You've got a nice pair of headphones. It's absolutely excellent. Can't fault it at all. Really good range. Okay, let's just stop that. Next function I'll show you is the video functions because that's really impressive on this system. I mean, you've got a 3-inch screen, as I say, so you've got a really good size display. Okay, now I've got a couple of videos from my YouTube videos, but I won't use those because they're quite loud. There's a couple of demo tracks, so I'll just choose one of those. Okay, I hope you can see that. There you go, it's just a generic wildlife video, unfortunately. But the quality is fantastic, it really is good. There's so really nice clarity to the picture. And for a personal media player, it's absolutely excellent, and for the price of what these cost, absolutely awesome. Okay, then we have the photo function, which I'll just take the jack out, I don't need that. As you can see, is the usual thing. You get like thumbnails of all your photographs. So I'll just pick up one at random. Let me see. Gotta find something I can actually show. That sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? I mean, just something that's not going to show up any stuff I have in the house. There we go, I think that's Summer Glow from Terminator. Yeah, bit of a dark picture unfortunately, but absolutely excellent. As I say, you can set all these things up quite easily. You can set it as a wallpaper as well, so it's quite straightforward. It's just an absolutely excellent player. I've had mine since not long after they came out in 2006. I got mine, so probably early 2007. Never had a single problem with this system. It's absolutely brilliant. Microsoft are renowned for making pretty crap stuff. They don't really. I mean, the software's terrible and the hardware ain't much better, except for the original Xbox, which was quite reliable. But generally, they're not very well renowned for quality. This, on the other hand, is absolutely superb. As I said, I've never had a single problem with it. The sound quality is fantastic. The video quality is excellent. It's just a really great bit of kit, and I think in a world where Apple dominate and everyone keeps overhyping the iPod all the time, and it is overhyped because the iPod has been proven many a time it is not the superior product. You know, the Creative Zen and the Sony Walkmans even are far superior quality sound and picture. So I do think Apple's overhyped. I do think it costs far too much for what the device actually is. This has got 30 gigabytes inside of it. You know, and back when I bought this in 2007, it was £130 to import it off eBay. I'm sure it doesn't cost anywhere near that now. And if you look at the price of an iPod Nano, say, which has a very small amount of space and storage, you know, you can't beat this. It's fantastic. I cannot understand why Microsoft have not launched this outside of the US. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make good business sense. It just doesn't make good common sense. I don't understand why not. And if Microsoft ever see this video, please tell me why, because we all need the Zune in other countries. I want to be able to access the Zune store for one thing, so I can legally download music and, you know, I can get videos, I can play the games that you have on it. I want to do all the good stuff with this, because at the moment all I can do is upload my CDs onto my computer, convert them to MP3 and play them on this, which is fine because I have a large selection of CDs. But it would be nice to download the latest tracks if I choose, you know, and not have to go and buy the CD. But that's another issue. So yeah, basically I'm just saying, in my opinion, I think this is the best iPod alternative, if not one of the best MP3 / PMPs out there on the market at the moment. And I think Microsoft need to push it more and need to get it out of the United States and start showing everybody else what it can do. Now, anybody out there that has a Microsoft Zune, there have been several different versions since this one came out. There's been smaller screens, bigger screens, different capacities, and Microsoft are not far from launching the Zune HD. So if you are going to buy a Zune, I wouldn't get one yet. I'd just wait until the Zune HD comes out, because if you look it up on the internet, it looks fantastic. It's got an OLED touchscreen, which is an organic light emitting diode screen, and it's touch, as I say. It just looks beautiful. It's a really nice design, cracking bit of kit, and obviously they're trying to go after the iPhone market and the iPod Touch. But if it's anywhere near as reliable as this, then I can't recommend it highly enough. But yeah, go and check it out, go and see what you think. You know, I mean, you've got nothing to lose. Anybody who has one, please leave me some comments or some video responses. I want to hear from people. I want to know what their experiences have been with the Zune. If they, like me, have had no problems and they think it's brilliant, or even if you have had problems and you know there's things that niggle you about it. Let's hear the good and the bad. You know. So yeah, well, that's it for this week. I'll be back next week with another episode, and hopefully you liking what I'm doing. You know, obviously you've got the ability to let me know if you do or don't. Just chuck me a comment, you know, leave me a video response. I don't mind. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.